Ah, Pep Guardiola, the genius tactician, the master of reinvention, and now, the man who might have handed Atlético Madrid a golden ticket by letting Julian Alvarez leave. You can almost hear him muttering, "It's not feasible to keep all the players happy," while nervously glancing at Haaland's Instagram page. Let's be honest, selling Alvarez for $95 million seemed like smart business at the time. But now, with City struggling and Alvarez thriving, it's starting to look like Pep accidentally threw the baby out with the bathwater. So, was letting Alvarez go a colossal blunder? Let's break it all down with stats, stories, and of course, some friendly jabs at Pep's decision-making. 1. Julian Alvarez, the rising star. Remember when Manchester City snagged Julian Alvarez for £14.1 million in 2022? Absolute steal, right? It was like finding a Picasso at a garage sale. Pep knew he had something special, an Argentine prodigy who could play anywhere across the front line, and boy did Alvarez deliver. In his debut season, he scored 17 goals, helped City win the treble, and still managed to fly under the radar thanks to Haaland hogging the spotlight. Fans even dubbed him the new Sergio Aguero, which honestly is like being called the next Beyoncé. Massive shoes to fill. By his second season, Alvarez elevated his game, 19 goals, 13 assists. Yet, despite being a Swiss Army knife of attacking talent, he spent most of his time warming the bench in big matches. It's like buying a Ferrari and only using it for grocery runs. Imagine Alvarez sitting on the bench during big games. Do you think he was scrolling Zillow listings in Madrid, plotting his escape? If Alvarez is the new Aguero, does that make Haaland the new Terminator? 2. The World Cup that changed everything. Then came the 2022 World Cup, the moment Alvarez transformed from promising forward to bona fide superstar. 4 goals, a semi-final brace against Croatia, and a winner's medal to top it all off. When he returned to Manchester, he wasn't just a player, he was a hero. But here's the thing about heroes, they don't want to play second fiddle. Despite Pep's efforts to accommodate him, deeper roles, more starts, Alvarez wasn't getting the spotlight he deserved. It's like casting Brad Pitt in a movie and relegating him to a background extra. Just why? He went to Qatar as a supporting actor and came back as Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic, king of the footballing world. Pep tried using Alvarez in deeper roles. What's next? Putting Haaland in goal? 3. The transfer. A win-win or a regret? Fast forward to the summer of 2024, City sells Alvarez to Atlético Madrid for $95 million. On paper, it's a brilliant profit, nearly $66 million in 2 years. But here's the catch. You can't put a price on versatility, creativity, and the ability to score in crunch moments. At Atletico, Alvarez is thriving, 11 goals already, keeping them in the La Liga title race. Meanwhile, back at City, Pep's squad is looking more disjointed than a group project where no one shows up to the meetings. Selling Alvarez to Atletico for $95 million is like trading your golden goose for a regular chicken, and then realizing it's Thanksgiving. Diego Simeone is probably sending Pep thank you cards every week. 4. Why City miss Alvarez now? Let's talk stats, shall we? Haaland has 13 Premier League goals this season. The next highest scorers? Joško Gvardiol and Mateo Kovacic, with 3 goals each. 3. At this rate, City might want to put Ederson up front. Formerly reliable players like Phil Foden and Jack Grealish are struggling too. Alvarez's creativity and knack for pressing could have solved these problems. Instead, Pep's looking at a team that's starting to resemble, dare I say it, Chelsea. When your defender is your second top scorer, you know it's time to call Alvarez and beg for forgiveness. 5. A philosophical dilemma. Here's the real kicker. Alvarez wasn't just another forward. He was a Pep Guardiola prototype. Versatile, hard-working, technically gifted. Haaland guarantees goals, sure. But Alvarez brought balance. He pressed, he created, he scored. He was Pep's dream player, and now he's Simeone's star. City's attack without Alvarez feels predictable. Haaland gets the goals, but where's the midfield magic? Where's the guy who can link up play and run rings around defenders? It's like Pep traded depth for fireworks, and now when the fireworks fizzle out, there's no one left to light the spark. Pep's reliance on Haaland doesn't seem to be good enough. Great for goals, but not so great when you need someone to actually pass the ball. Alvarez is like that one friend who can cook, clean, and tell jokes. Irreplaceable. 6. What's next for City and Pep? Looking ahead, here's the nightmare scenario. Pep leaves, Haaland follows, and City is left scrambling to find replacements. Alvarez could have been that bridge to the next era. Instead, they'll have to shell out another $100 million just to fill the gap. Meanwhile, Atletico Madrid is sitting pretty. Alvarez is thriving, proving he's not just a supporting act, he's the star of the show. And Pep, he might want to start drafting an apology letter to City fans, or at least send them some chocolates. Closing thoughts. The one that got away. So, did City make a mistake letting Julian Alvarez leave? Absolutely. He wasn't just a backup, he was their future. Now as Pep deals with injuries, misfiring stars, and an increasingly competitive Premier League, Alvarez's absence looms larger than ever. City fans, let us know, would this season look different if Alvarez had stayed? And Atletico fans, how does it feel knowing you've got one of the best forwards in the world? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more satirical takes on the football world. Until next time, stay sharp, stay witty, and don't sell your golden goose.